I've literally been doing my YouTube for like 3 years now and I still can never work out the perfect setup. Am I in focus? Who knows? Last year I decided to copy Billie Eilish and I'm going to do it again. For context, every year Billie Eilish does the same exact interview with Vanity Fair. They ask her questions about her work, her life and everything in between. And I wanted to have a go. Recently, by recently I mean in the last year or so, I have been changing my content a little bit so that it's not just publishing and books, but it also dips into themes of mental health and mental well-being. So I'm going to answer the same questions again. Let's see how it's differed in a year. What is your name? My name is Eleanor Marie Rose. How many followers do you have? Oh, I better actually check this one. It doesn't help that I have a million different social media accounts. This question is going to take a bit longer. On my personal Instagram, I have 1,489 followers. So on my personal Instagram, I have just over 1,500 followers. On my Bookstagram account, I have 1,498 followers. On my Bookstagram Instagram, I have almost 1,800 followers. And on Twitter I have 6,815 followers. This makes me laugh because every year that Billie Eilish does this, it goes up by like 1 million and mine's going up by like 100. On Twitter I have just over 7,500. And then on YouTube I have 1,700 subscribers. On YouTube, 2.45k subscribers. And on TikTok I have 1,034. On TikTok I have 5,300, or just over. Technology that blows your mind. Frankly, the most obvious answer at the moment is the rise of AI and how we're using that within work. This is mainly off the back of ChatGPT, which is a text-based forum where you can ask the robot machine, whatever you want to call it, questions and they'll help you. And it can help you in work situations because it can literally summarize an essay, it can write an email for you, it can do everything. So that kind of blows my mind because as well it is made to be human-like, so you'll say no, you got that wrong, and it'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, this is the correct answer. One piece of technology that I was thinking about this morning while filming some TikToks is the fact that you can put filters on some people's faces, the fact that they can put makeup on you, they can like recognise that it's your face, they can recognise when you're opening your eyes, opening your mouth, and they can put like fake makeup on you, filters and stuff like that. Just still seems crazy to me. How often do you talk to your family? Every day. Every day. This was probably my answers last year as well, but every day. I still live with my parents, so I have to talk to them every day when they're not travelling. My brother and sister I talk to, I guess, a few times a week. A weird one because we live separately obviously, but we have a family group chat where all 5 of us are in, me, mum, dad, brother, sister, and we talk on there literally every day. We have a fam chat, so we all talk on that pretty much every day to say what's been going on. What's your favourite book? Oh, I've just got these questions up, but I haven't actually thought of them before, so what's your favourite book? It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, basic bitch. 6 Days by Danny Atkins, or Your Work Wellness Toolkit by Ellen M. Bard. She hasn't got a single book in mind, despite the fact that there is a huge bookcase behind her. I can just tell you ones that I read recently, is that okay? I listened to Jeanette McCurdy's audiobook, I'm Glad My Mum Died, which was a bit hard-hitting but really insightful. I'm rereading The Rosie Project. Rosie Project was probably my answer last year if I had to guess. What's your favourite movie? It's going to be The Greatest Showman. It's got to be The Greatest Showman. I haven't watched that in ages actually, I haven't watched that in months, but it's like my comfort movie. It's not even the best film, it's just like my comfort movie and I love all the songs. What's your favourite colour right now? Obviously pink. I just got my nails done this sort of baby pink colour and I'm obsessed. What's your favourite colour right now? Pink. I don't think this will ever change, it's always going to be pink. What advice would you give yourself a year ago? The first thing that comes to my head is like stand up for yourself a bit more. Like I think I've definitely got better at that in years, but standing your ground and like knowing your worth a bit more, and don't let people, you know, take kindness as weakness, like walk all over you, take advantage, that sort of thing. Nothing major's happened, don't worry guys, but like I think just on an ongoing basis, I think that's something like a skill to develop. Like keep the connections going, I guess. Connect with people online, go out of your comfort zone, talk to people in real life. What advice would you give yourself a year from now? Keep going, look after your mental health, make it a priority, for goodness sake. Like, how much of a reminder do you need, Eleanor? Like, make it a priority. Spend every day doing something that's going to improve your mental well-being and it's going to shift your mindset. I think just keep trying hard. I think that I've been very slow in my mindset at the moment, in that everything's taken me twice as long, and I think that's kind of a sign of burnout. But I think just work hard and then you'll get to play hard. What's your biggest regret? I think when I am too scared to do things. There's not a biggest one for me at the moment. I think when I'm too scared, I'm too anxious and too nervous to do something and I don't speak up, or I don't go ahead and do it, or I don't say yes to something, I don't really have regrets. I kind of feel like every regret is kind of like a memory, and I'm just like, do it for the plot, do you know what I mean? I'd rather do it and then have a story to tell or a lesson learned. What's the biggest thing you've learned? Well, that's a bit of a silly question. The biggest thing you've learned? Maybe let's do it from the last year. So the biggest thing I've learned in the last year, I suppose kind of similar to what I was saying in the previous question, but my worth, if that makes sense. Like, I've learned to listen to myself a bit more, like listen to my body, listen to my mind when I need a break. I've learned that I'm actually good at some stuff, you know? Like, I don't always have to beat myself up. I can be good at stuff, and I can recognise that, and it doesn't have to sound like I'm being narcissistic or snobby when I'm saying I'm good at something. It's kind of acknowledging my worth, and, you know, all here for the self-love. Health and family are basically all that matters. And having a purpose in yourself. What country would you love to visit? But probably just somewhere in the US I'd like to go. Or somewhere like really exotic and really self-indulgent, like Dubai or Hawaii. I really want to, yeah, I want to visit Greece. I'm going to visit Greece anyway, but I really want to. Every time I've been mentioning it to people, they're like, I love Greece, it's so pretty. And no one said a bad word about it, so I'm looking forward to it. What's your philosophy? Work hard, play hard. That's what I said in a previous question. I don't know what I put for this last year. What's your philosophy? Work every day to improve something. Whether that's your work ethic, whether it's your mental well-being, which is what I want to focus on now. Learning a new skill that's going to help you in future with your career. Use every day to learn something new, shift your mindset, or improve something in your life. My philosophy at the moment is like balance and knowing what I want out of life. I'm so aware that life is very short, and so I'm aware that I need to just work hard so that I can get all the things I want, achieve things that I'm really proud of, but also the balance of living my life and not just feeling like work is the whole build-up of my persona, but actually it's built around family and it's built around friends, so spending more time with them as well. There's a thing that you do in therapy where it's like a pie chart, and it's how much of your life is each aspect. So how much of your life at the moment is revolving around work, how much is revolving around your relationships, how much is revolving around like time alone, that sort of thing. So I think I've been better at thinking of that pie chart. How do you define your style in 3 words? Comfy. It's always got to be comfy now. I haven't worn jeans for a long time, and if I do, they're baggy mum jeans. I've literally got on tracksuit bottoms and a comfy t-shirt. It's got very big sleeves. Green, I'm loving green at the moment. I have been loving green for a little while now. Okay, comfy. This is going to really contradict what I'm wearing, but neutrals at the moment. I've been loving all white outfits, all cream and beige and browns, and just those, not blacks, but just those sort of neutral tones, which is actually not what I'm wearing on the top, but it is what I'm wearing on the bottom. Comfy, basic, and simple, I guess. And last question, what do you want to say to yourself in a year? What do you want to say to yourself in a year? That I'm happy. I want to be able to talk to my future self and promise that I'm going to be happy, and I want my I want myself 1 year today to look back on me today and say it's okay, like, you're happy, you're really okay. You know, not in that I'm totally miserable now, but like I want to just be really carefree and to a certain degree of reality. I don't want to be completely wild, if you like. I just want to be really content. Really happy, really content. I want to say, Eleanor, I'm really proud of you. I want to say, Eleanor, wow, you've achieved so much in the last year. I want to say, Eleanor, you have really made the most of this year, haven't you? When it hit 1st of January 2023, I got out my journal and I was like, right, this will be my year. And that's really cringe and people say it all the time. And normally I suck at sticking to New Year's resolutions, but I've been taking it month by month, and I feel like that's been a lot easier. So I want to say to myself, like, wow, yeah, you really smashed this year, haven't you? You've really like achieved lots of things this year, be it physical, mental, work, relationships. You've smashed it. That concludes the interview. See you next year.